Welcome back to Mary's Eclectic Interests. I'm going to be doing a rather intense baking project here. This is going to be old-fashioned gingerbread with a lemon sauce. So this is just step one that I have here. Let's look at all of our ingredients. 1/3 cup butter, 1/2 cup sugar, 1 cup dark molasses. There's 3 eggs, 3 cups of unbleached flour, unsifted, 1½ teaspoon of baking soda, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, 1½ teaspoons of ginger, 1½ teaspoons of cinnamon, 3/4 teaspoon of nutmeg, 3/4 teaspoons of allspice, and 1/2 teaspoon of cloves. And there will be 3/4 cups of buttermilk. And that's this here, which I will pour in this cup eventually. Because the first thing we're going to be doing is creaming our sugar and the butter. And I always use real butter. So let's get this plugged in. And I'm going to blend that until it is light and fluffy. So let's get my apron on before I go any further. Now the strange thing is, that is room temperature butter. You would think it would already be blended or be easier to blend. All right, here we go. I've got my apron on. I'm going to crack these eggs so I can get rid of the shells. Here's 1. So I got 3 eggs. Oops, and I have some shells in there. Yep, there's a shell. Get out of there. Next will be, and I set that over here, the molasses. Isn't it pretty? I am so lucky I have so many baking tools that right now I don't think I could get much more in my dishwasher. All right. There. Get in there. And I am going to keep this over here. I'll just set it right on top of here. Wow. And here's the 3 eggs. Rid of some of these things. I am not going to do it the way it says, because if I put the flour in first, all of these spices are not going to get blended properly. So I'm going to put all the spices in, then I'm going to put the flour in. So let's get rid of all these spices. So let's get all of these in here. Look at them all. Man, I have so many spices. This way they'll be mixed in with the wet ingredient. Or I might have to get a larger bowl. Ooh, that smells good. let's use this big bowl. Let's get it underneath here and get all of this in here. I tried putting my little camera up to the on the opposite side because it might have been a better view, but that ended up getting in the way of the other camera. All right, let's see now. So spoon this in little by little. Just use a measuring cup and I'll put it in little by little. So I'm doing this at medium speed. Don't forget, I still have the buttermilk I have to put in here. I forgot to shake it first. No, okay, I forgot to shake the buttermilk before I poured it. No, I'm going to have trouble with that buttermilk. Because the buttermilk has to be, you don't pour all the buttermilk in at one time. You have to alter it with the, flour mixture. So I think it'd be easier to pour it with, when there's a pouring spout. So that's what you're going to do when you make this. When you make this, you alter your buttermilk with your flour. I'm going to get, oh, here it is. I can see flour up here. I want to get that down. Well, more flour. That's the last of the buttermilk. just in case I need any more buttermilk, in one of those small containers of buttermilk, it's 1 cup of buttermilk. So there is a little bit left here, just in case I need it. And there's 2, you know, with the, but I don't think I'm going to. Let's see, that's the last of the flour. Ooh, looks good. Now let's see if I can do a little cleanup around the edges here. Now, just so you know, if you don't like the taste of molasses, you are not going to like this. And all those spices. I'm going to unplug this, and I'll take the rotors out later, or there. And since this is the old-fashioned gingerbread, I thought it would be kind of fun to have them look like those when they come out. But I'm going to have to spray those. Now this is pan with flour. You can get different ones. I just get this one because it doesn't have anything I'm allergic to it in it. But what I found out is when I spray these things, I start choking on the vacuum. And I don't know if there's enough in here. I like using these. Let's see what this is gonna do. Oops, I think I put way too much in there. I've got to get some of that out of there. This is way too high. It should only go halfway. Because it is going to rise. It's just like cake batter. Okay, so don't put that much in. Let's just put in half a scoop. Let's see what it does. Hopefully it'll flatten. And I'm going to have a lot of this batter left over. So I do have the little mini pans that I can use. Let's see how close I came to get them somewhat the same. And now I have these. I know I won't be filling these all up, but let's see if I can get a few of them. If I can get anything out of this. There, because I'm going to have to get this over so I can scoop it. Now, whichever ones I don't fill up on these pans, I'll fill them with water. That way, one side of the pan won't heat up higher than the other. I'd really like to know how high these are going to raise. Okay, where can I set? I'm going to set this over here. Because I don't think I can. I need to use this and go in like this. Because I don't want to lose any of this batter. I might be able to get 3, whoops. 3 in here. So these are really supposed to be in 2 8x4-inch pans or a 9x5 loaf pan. And I just didn't want to make a large loaf pan. I wanted to experiment with this. Do I see anything? Those are pretty even over there. As you notice, when I'm cooking, I have really no game plan. I have ideas. And I go, I think I'm going to do this, or I think I'm going to do that. Doesn't mean it's going to work out. But that's what I do. Because when you're cooking for a large group of people, you don't mind having a great big loaf of something. But when you're cooking for just 1 or 2 people, you don't want those huge loaves. You want smaller ones, and then you could freeze them. All right. This one could use a little more. And I think this poor tablecloth is going to be washed when I get through with this. And because my instructions are for a big loaf pan, I'm going to have to make sure that I'm watching this a little bit more diligently than normal, because it's going to take a lot less time to cook smaller loaves and smaller, like the ones over here. They'll be a lot smaller. Now, as I mentioned, I'm going to fill all these empties up with water. Just halfway up. Whoops, ran out. All right. Moving my rack up to the middle rack. I'm going to put these in first. And here we go. These are going to go in second. Don't spill, don't spill. Stage 2 is a half a cup of sugar. We'll have a half a cup of sugar, 1 tablespoon, that's not, yeah, that is. Tablespoon of potato starch. If you aren't allergic to cornstarch, you can use that. 1/8 teaspoon of salt. Okay, I have 2 tablespoons of butter and 3 tablespoons of lemon juice, and I will have 1 cup of hot water, but I'm not even going to do that until I'm ready to go. Oh, and I forgot. 1 teaspoon of grated lemon peel. Hello, and I'm back to make the lemon sauce, and I did an oofda, which means I put something in I shouldn't have yet. I already started it. I didn't mean to, but I did. It is what it is. I've already put in the sugar and the potato starch. And it says to mix that together. And instead of trying taking it out, starting all over, we're just going to do what I'm doing here and just continue on. So I'm using a whisk to try and get that all together. And then it says salt. Where's the salt? Here's the salt. And I have all of that in. Now I'm supposed to, this is the boiling water. And it says gradually add this. All right, and it's boiling all right. Matter of fact, this should be going here. Now I've taken my gingerbread out and I never laughed so hard. I only filled those pans halfway full, halfway. And they came, look at, this is what they look like. They're huge. This is this side, but look at what, if you set it down, that's what it looks like. They just went way above the line, and that was halfway. I only filled those halfway. Now I'm going to be doing this until it thickens, and then I'm going to add the last portions, which would be this, this, and this. The butter, the lemon, and the grated, whoops, let's just do this. And I am going to, and the grated lemon. So I am going to switch from this, and they want me to do this for about 5 minutes. Or until it thickens. Well, let's see what happens first. And I'm going to take that out. I'm going to use this. You can tell I'm running out of bowls because my dishwasher is full, plus I've done a whole bunch by hand. And it'll be nice to get all those dishes done, dried, and put back in their normal place so I'm not falling all over the place. And is that even going? Yes, it is. And is that one going? Yes, it is. I always worry that my cameras aren't going. Or that the SD card will get full. Ooh, it's already thickening. This isn't taking any time at all. Look at this. It's already thickening. I'm going to turn this down before it burns, because this is really here. Yep, I didn't have to do it for any 5 minutes. I'm going to tell you that much. Okay, I'm not going to do this for 5 minutes. I'm going to put the butter in. Okay, it says remove from heat. Well, that's great. We'll remove it from heat. But I'm going to need something to put it on, aren't I? There, I'm going to put it on here. Okay, I'm going to throw in the butter. Get in. See if I can get that melted in. So it didn't take any 5 minutes. This thickened within a minute. Here, I'll turn this off so you won't hear the... There. I'll take it out. Okay, I'm going to put the lemon, because this will bring down the temperature. And here's the lemon peel. So this is the sauce. You can see it here. in the butter. Now this is curdling a little bit. Oh no, that's not curdling. That is the lemon, the grated lemon that's in there that I think it's curdling, but it's not. It's the lemon. Now that is done. And you're supposed to pour it over gingerbread. Okay, I found something with a lid. Let's see if I can get it in here. Yep, there it goes. And this is to be poured over the gingerbread. This is the little gingerbread guy. So I came up with this idea. Take this here. There it goes. So this way they will sit. Now you can still see. I wonder if it would be better if I just followed the ridge. There we go. Now they look better. So if I take all the tops off, I'll eat these. I'm going to eat these endings, as they call them. The part that poofed way over, I'm going to eat this. So what you would do is you would take your lemon sauce and put it over. So let's see how it tastes with the lemon sauce. I might even put more lemon sauce on. Oh my God, that is so good. The lemon sauce almost tastes like a lemon pie filling. Actually, it does taste like a lemon pie filling. So take care, stay safe, and thank you for watching Mary's Eclectic Interests.